Hey guys!
Alright guys, we're here to do the second video on this Monday doubleheader, and this is a Patreon request. Do your thing. So this patron asked us to check out a band called Witch Vomit, which I'm not gonna lie, the reason I picked this is because of that name.
Yeah.
I want to see what this band sounds like. Witch Vomit has my attention.
A lot of more creative names kind of turn towards more darker metal, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, you're not gonna have a band that plays extreme metal name the Dead Daisies.
Fetus Deletus. Oh.
No, I was gonna say with Dead Daisies or Flower Power.
Yeah.
Or whatever the case might be.
And
it's
you're not gonna
gonna
have
happen.
a band called Witch Vomit be like a folk metal band.
Oh no! Imagine that. That would be quite.
Actually, you know
that
what?
That would be quite the curveball.
You know what? It would be kind of.
You could still
be like
do it.
Trollfest, but with witches.
Exactly. Would be like Burning Witches, but folk.
Okay, so
there you go. So there is a possibility.
I've proven myself wrong.
Okay, you just prove yourself wrong. Now the name of the song is Dripping Tombs, and I'm not gonna lie. I think this song could have been slightly better if it was Dripping Wombs, because Dripping Wombs, that's like that's dark.
But that's taking
that's
it
dark.
more to the darker.
That's taking even to a darker side.
Yeah.
All right. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Let's see what this is all about. right, I'm gonna let you go first because in my mind, this band is like a mixture of two different genres, and I'm really like curious to see what Metal Encyclopedia labels them as. So go ahead while I just.
Okay, so I was gonna say two genres for me is like speed and they label it as death metal.
To me, there's a little bit of. To me personally, I'm surprised that Metal Encyclopedia labels it as death metal. Because, what were you going to say?
There's a lot of speed factors to it.
Yeah, but no, I was not going to go with that. I was going to go with grindcore and black metal. There's obviously death metal in there as well, but there's some portions of the track that felt almost like grindcore, in my opinion.
The vocals.
Especially the way the vocals sounded, kind of reminded me a little bit of it kind of reminded me a little bit of Napalm Death. And there's certain portions of the song, the changes that they happen. It really reminded me of Napalm Death. That's why I got a little bit of a feel for grindcore coming out of it. And then there's some parts of the guitar riff that's so grimy and dark, it almost has a black metal influence into it. So I'm surprised that they just Metal Encyclopedia just calls it. They're from Portland, Oregon. They're American. So I'm surprised that they just label them as death metal, because to me, this song specifically, we've never heard any other song.
A lot of grindcore.
This song, in my opinion, has a lot of. There's a huge base of grindcore in there.
Which I think. I do stand right that the bands with like the more fun names are the ones that are
more extreme side of metal.
More extreme side. When I said more extreme,
but it's true.
When I said more extreme, I was literally just saying.
But for you, more extreme is deathcore and grindcore. That's
for me more extreme. Which like all their songs are really really coolly named, but they're like more grindcore.
Okay, but to me, there's other bands in the extreme. Like Belphegor is extreme metal, and they don't sound nothing like this. So to me, a Cradle of Filth is extreme metal. They sound nothing like this. So there's other.
Talking about like dark, like.
For you, when you think of extreme, your mind always goes into grindcore and deathcore.
And those guttural vocals.
Yeah, I think I don't know why, but it does. But okay, whatever. To me, listening to the track, that's why I had to go check on Metal Encyclopedia, because I'm like, wow, there's certain portions of the song that has a real black metal influence to it. Yeah. There's some portions of the song that has a grind. I could feel the death metal in there, but I felt two other influences at play.
They specifically were way more stronger than the
death metal itself. Exactly. To me, the grindcore and the black metal were in there. I felt it. It sounded to me that way. Like I said, certain portions of the song, it felt like I was listening to Napalm Death. You know what I mean? So. So interesting that they label like that, but I think labels are not necessarily too important. It's how the song sounds to you and how it feels. So now the question is, did you like it?
I mean,
what do you mean?
When it comes to the vocals, these type of vocals are my favorite, but I like the way that they did it because there was no pig squeals.
I agree with that.
So
I'm not a big fan of those either.
I like the way that they did it, and it was more just like deeper vocals.
Deeper gutturals.
Deeper gutturals. So I appreciate that because it wasn't the pig squeals. And the other part of the song, I mean, if you separate those two, the song itself, absolutely amazing. The guitars, the fastness and the black metal of the guitars.
Yeah, the griminess that they had.
Yeah, definitely. And the faster drums, absolutely amazing. It was just my only problem was those type of vocals, but I'm happy the way that they did it.
So I'm with you on that. I've always said this, and I am staying true to it, which is I'm not a big fan of the pig squeals, especially in deathcore. I'm honestly, it's not my cup of tea. I can deal with it, like if it's like just a little bit, like just like a little. If it's too much, if it's prolonged, I'm not a fan. This style of vocals I like. Like I said, reminds me of Napalm Death. Very guttural, coming from like really deep within you, very dark, very ominous. I like it. And then I really like the sound that surrounded the vocals. Even one of the things that I liked about it is on the drum sides, when they're hitting the cymbals, it's almost like it's like you have your own mic on it, because there's the sound is like the splashing of the drumstick on it is so, it's so pronounced. It kind of comes above everything else. It's almost like the drums have two mics. There's one mic recording the bottom part of the drum kit, and then there's a specific mic just on the cymbals to hit that specific hollow sound. And that to me, like, I remember as a kid growing up listening to Napalm Death, they were like my favorite grindcore band. I absolutely love Napalm Death. They were, whenever they recorded tracks, most of their tracks, they did that. They used that style on the drums. The drums sounded very hollow on one end, and then the cymbals almost felt like they were coming, like they were their own instrument, like separate instrument. And in this track, they did that, a little bit of that, and I really like that. It gives this even more raw and aggressive sound to the way your drums come across on the track. And that's one of the things I really enjoyed about this song as well. That, the vocals, and I really like that more black metal griminess that the guitar sounded. It was really cool. I really enjoyed this track. All right. This was a good Patreon request, I must say.
Yeah.
All right. On that note, we're done for today for this Monday doubleheader. But come back tomorrow. We'll have more videos for you. See you guys.
See ya.